Yeah.
I'm gonna make daffodil just a little bit bigger, and then also let me do this. Hold on 1 second. If I put daffodil on you, Juntao, and I link her to you.
Yep.
Yeah, we just got done killing the
Okay.
manticores.
Okay.
And raiding their nests,
yeah.
I believe.
Okay. So who's playing who again?
I've got Onda.
Yeah, and I'm gonna play Esmeralda.
Okay. And then David, who you got?
Otis.
Otis. Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. Go live.
Hello?
No, we're good. I was just waiting on the live to start.
Hang on, this is Otis. Can you heal me a little, please?
I can see. I see what spell slots we got left here.
Yeah.
Make it like a cure, or if you have prayer, healing, spirits, like my squirrel.
No prayer of healing.
Is he doing like how bad is doing?
50, he has 55 hit points of 75 max.
So he's got 110 health. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah.
He's got
Great.
He has my max hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has my max hit points too. But anyway, heal now or heal in battle. How do you want to spend your action economy?
All right, well.
Well,
you do the same with 1 HP as you do with 100%
HP.
The
most, yeah. I mean, really, honestly, the most effective way to heal is to raise
cancel their death save.
Yeah. 1 point. I'm the ultimate healer as a paladin because I can 1 point every. It takes my action every turn, but I could pick somebody up 20 times right now.
Yeah, she's
I
not.
mean, I got.
We're not looking. We're not looking great on spell slots. I could throw out
short rest.
I go.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I could throw out a first level healing word, but I'm just not sure that's going to do much.
Here you go. I go. Okay, so Esmeralda comes over and I don't know what voice I should do. How are you feeling, weirdo?
Which weirdo are you talking to?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. It was this weirdo. Hold on. Hey, it's almost fuck. I just hey, Beastmaster. How are you feeling?
I'm not feeling too great.
Oh, okay. Well, here, maybe I can do something about that. And let's see here. We're gonna go 3. Oh, it won't even let me roll. Oh, okay.
You can do it.
Let me do this. All right, this many plus 4.
How many?
Hold on, I'm about to tell you.
I haven't used
22
she hasn't used.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's a 3rd level spell. I'll have to keep track of that.
Yeah.
Max hit points.
All right.
And Anna hasn't used her channel divinity, so if we get in a real pinch here, she can always throw up that sanctuary. And
oh
give
yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, kill stuff.
All right, well, balance.
Where are we?
All right.
Where's the new? Oh, down there. Okay.
All right. Doors are double doors, just like the rest of them. So 10 foot high, 10 foot wide each, so it's 20 feet across. There are swing doors like the ones that y'all just went in before, and these are unlocked.
All right.
And we're heading into a room that says statues ? If I remember the map correctly.
Well, this is the arena. It was what's it mark something else too though. It's
Haunted.
is that what it says? Oh, right.
And then per the map, it said arena ? Haunted.
Oh, arena. Yeah, that's
And then this room at the far end, all it has is labeled statues. That's it.
okay. You said they were locked.
Unlocked. Let me try one thing since I mentioned it before. Let me see if I can add a map in here. If I had the map. This way.
So, do we while we're like kind of deciding where we're gonna go, do we hear anything or smell anything, or do we sense anything where we're at right now?
So where you're at right now, you're gonna be smelling what the manticores were eating, which was, a lot of funky dead flesh and shit like that.
Okay.
The Gurk diet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing
Fallon and Esmeralda cast guidance on themselves.
I want to cast Bardic Inspirations.
okay.
I cast Bardic Inspiration on Tabitha.
Okay, so can y'all scroll your map to the right, like past the fog, to see if you see the other map?
We cannot. We just see here.
Okay.
No.
Plus.
Do you see my pointer to the right?
Yes.
Yes.
And you don't see a map underneath it?
Correct.
No, it's fogged out.
Okay. It shouldn't be.
That is nice that you can
fogged.
see who's pointing.
Well,
Oh, it shows my
That
name.
is nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do this, see if I can. Won't be as good. I'll have to research that, but if I put it here, make it a little bit, it's gonna be small, but can't help it. Almost there. Sorry for the delay. New toys, new toys.
This is gonna really pay off though.
Oh my god. Okay. So I guess if I do the fog cut now, you might see it. Maybe. Ooh, almost. I had the wrong thing selected.
I see
Yeah, something.
stairs.
Hold on.
I don't know where they go.
This text.
There you go.
Well,
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Stop moving it.
Oh, that's my bad.
so
Yeah, I'll help. There you go.
put it.
I said no, damn it.
So Let me put it in there again, and I'll lock it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It should be about right there.
Oh.
Oh no.
You locked it real good.
Maybe. But it is kind of small for y'all, right?
Well, I mean, you zoom in.
No, yeah, I mean,
All right. All right. Well, supposedly, like to the rest of the fog, maybe you can't because these are 10-foot squares, so maybe you can only put so many maps inside the workable space because there's like board behind it. But anyway, all right. So double doors. What are you doing there, Fallon? Get
I
this
am
puppy started.
flinging them open.
All right. Let me zoom back in a little bit here. Fling them open. I'm gonna open this for you. Definitely do that. It is going to tee off a little bit down there. So as the doors
Interesting.
open up, yeah, let me put the two little doors opening up also, which should be this color. So the doors are going to swing open like that and like that. Okay. So a desiccated corpse of an unusually large basilisk lies in the middle of the floor on its back, its shriveled tongue hanging out, and all 6 feet sticking up in the air. Clutched in one of its feet is a transparent orb. Do we need a picture of what a basilisk looks like in real life?
Can anyone turn people back from being stoned?
Yeah.
I've got some Theki root. It'll do 1 turn, but that's it.
All right, I'm gonna pull it up here. Basilisk.
No greater restorations.
Yeah, the 5 points of paladin healing doesn't take care of that.
Does not.
That's what disease, right? Disease and poison.
Poison and yeah, disease. Yeah, neutralizes poisons and cures all disease.
Onda does still have remove curse. I don't know if that'll do her.
I don't.
Perhaps
Yeah,
she still had that up.
petrification is not considered a curse. I don't think. I
Makes
think you have to
sense.
have a greater restoration. I do believe.
Yeah.
So where to go? I'm dragging the other one on. So where it was behind y'all, it should be appearing in a second, I think.
Oh,
That's
can it
what
run?
Yeah.
It's growing.
Yeah. So in real life, that's what the head looks like. So it's
In real life,
that's a that is a young one. A young one, yeah. So just picture that thing on its back with 6 legs and a tail, holding a orb.
No, thank you.
Is the orb something we can grab, or is it broken, or what does it look like?
So you see that that blue orb on top of it?
Right.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Can I grab it with my mage hand?
It is clasped in one of its claws, so you can try and pull it out with your mage hand, sure.
Okay.
Give me just a dex check.
7.
Ooh.
7.
Oh, I get it added by 6 too. 13.
All right. Not bad. Not bad. So your mage hand is able to pull that orb out. Move that in there. Second here. Grab my hand tool. Bear with me. So your mage hand pulls it out. As you it's coming back towards you, or are you holding it up, or are you pulling it back towards you? What do you think?
Just pulling it out of its claws or whatever it was grasping, and just like up in front of kind of everyone.
Okay. So as you do that, these two little centipedes are going to start coming out of the corpse body.
All right.
Just give me 1 second. Make sure we got a little encounter builder here. Might not take too long. They're not big centipedes. I mean, you can probably pounce them pretty quick here. Make sure I got the right group. Or y'all can just walk by them, whatever y'all choose to do. I just want to make sure I have them in there. And they are just centipedes.
Yeah, good thing they're not dollar peas or anything like that.
Fuck off, man.
What?
I mean, oh, good thing they're not dollar peas or dragoon peas.
Oh, geez.
Been hanging out with June Cal too much.
Mhm. It says giant on the token, but I don't think they're that big.
What's the difference between spinach and boogers? Felon doesn't eat spinach.
All right. So go ahead and give me your initiative roll just in this encounter, however y'all choose to play it.
All right.
Supposed to be D4.
Yeah. Look at that.
Damn, Kirk.
Ooh.
Look at that natural 20 on this roll.
You did too, Vic?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
I got a dirty.
And a 4. Look at that. And a 4 on the D.
20.
Down now, everything else will be shit from here on out. Okay, so 24. Fallon got a 24. And then this is gonna be Esmeralda's roll here.
Oats got a 23. June got 21.
Or stomp of these centipedes.
And Anda got a 15.
All right.
Wow, I didn't mean to move
think
you.
I'm trying to pick a little mage hand for
plus 6. Oh, Esmeralda got 19.
I think that's gonna work here. If you want to put where you think that orb would be with your mage hand, just go ahead and move that that orb.
Can't believe I rolled a 20 and then a 4. I'm gonna miss my attacks.
Do you want me to find you a token for your mage hand later?
Sure.
Okay.
He's got a Mickey Mouse glove.
The one thing I don't like, if you're trying to measure how long it is and you try to go from character to thing, it's going to try to move you. That's one thing I don't like about this.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't like that.
So you almost have to pick like next to it.
Ah, I got you. Okay.
I don't like that.
Yeah, we'll work through it. See if it's.
I wasn't
if it's
trying
worth
to
it
move.
and
I was just
whatnot.
trying to measure. So.
Gotcha. Okay. What did Anda get?
15.
And Otis?
23.
Damn.
Wow.
Yep.
And Esmeralda?
We're gonna kill these centipedes, but the next round we have like somebody that's actually gonna be bad. We're all gonna roll for shit.
More faux pyres.
Like Starship Troopers game where they're crushing the bugs.
What did Esmeralda get?
19, I think you said.
Yeah.
19. Okay.
What was the game? I'm just stopping bugs. So.
All right. And it's going to be Otis, June, Tao, Fallon.
No, I've outrolled Fallon. Fallon actually had a 24.
24. All right. It populated 20 on mine.
It did, but it didn't because I had guidance up and I rolled a 4.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So if anybody does guidance, let me know because we got to add it manually. It doesn't do it. So Fallon, then Otis, June Tao, Dirk, Tabitha, Esmeralda, Anda, Beatrix, and these 2 little centipedes that are coming out to say hi.
We'll never get the turn.
Wow.
What if they're magical centipedes?
Hopefully we didn't just waste it on initiative rolls.
Yeah, no,
No, we
let's see.
did.
I'm just taking a swing right here. All right, well, straight ahead. You know how this M1 Abrams moving in here. Boom blade on this one right here.
All right, let me put A and B here.
I can't really justify advantage, so let's make the roll here. Great weapon master. Are you ready, or do you want me to wait?
Well, just tell me left or right.
Oh, the one on the right.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, here we go. All right, so it's a 13. It's a 13 hit.
Mhm.
All right. So give him one of these. All right, that plus 10, 27 points. Is it still
How's it look?
All right. Cool. Yeah, just bisects it, goes just down long, it cuts it, and the end just splits open. And then he's gonna go ahead and take his bonus action attack. Great weapon
Finish
master.
him.
On the other one, what is it? Oh no. That is as bad as it gets.
What was it?
I gotta roll a fumble chart here, I guess.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. All
Got
right.
strip and do a lightning
I
bolt again.
don't believe it.
Yeah. Let me sit.
Yeah.
I'm in my house.
Football melee. Okay, give me a D100, please, sir.
All right, here we go.
Middle. That's where I'm at, in the middle.
24.
24.
Mm.
You shook yourself up and you were stunned for a round.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, this fucking son of a.
All right.
All right. Well, that's
So yeah, so
You know Corvette is right.
so we can try out this new stunned.
yeah. So only you can. I can't do that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Fallon is stunned.
All
All
right.
right. Otis is up.
Otis runs up and crushes it in the face.
Mhm.
Ooh. Did that not explain it enough?
No, that was accurate.
I
I,
mean,
s-
I
I take my thing and I smash it on his face.
Mhm.
Can you be more specific?
I'm gonna do it twice.
You sure don't want to try to talk to it? It seems
He
most-
He would talk to it.
Honestly, probably
Hey,
would.
hey, buddy, do you want to just travel with us?
You like squirrels?
He can be a mount for his rabbit or
Like
squirrel.
squirrels
Use
and
my
ham.
backpack.
What are you?
I got a 9 and an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 just hits.
All right, 1 die 10 plus something. 5 points of damage. What?
How's it look?
Oh.
Oh,
Uh,
he just takes the butt end of his halberd and smashes it onto the bug. Just crushes
Nice. Nice. See, now we got some cool little dead conditions.
Mhm.
So I don't
Oh,
have
that
to
is
put-
fun.
Don't have to pull skulls anymore. All right. That's it for this one.
All right.
Wait, give me 6
so-
seconds.
Yeah. So you do have this transparent orb, Tabitha, in your mage hand. What are you doing with it?
I'm looking into it. Do I see anything when I look into it?
It is clear.
Fallon's
You
like
know-
wobbling around like the finish him on a Mortal Kombat game. Like, for the next 6 seconds, he's just wobbling around. Nobody's like paying attention. Like,
I don't think like Beatrix even registered that there was a fight. I think as soon as she saw the orb, she wanted to like take a look. Can I go up to where she's like in Tabitha's mage hand and can I do an arcana check or can I take a look and see if this looks magical in nature or if I recognize it or anything?
Yeah. Arcana check, please.
I'm gonna say hello. Do I hear anything?
once we realize it's safe, I'll cast it down.
Oh, there you go.
Let's 11 real quick.
Come on.
Give me-
Mine takes
Yeah, I mean,
23.
it is a wondrous item. And yes. Would you like to try and identify it?
Yes, he just went to meet our son, but he'll be right back. But he said identify before he left. So
Okay. All right. It is a Driftglobe. I will put that in the chat. Let me try something here. I want to try something. There is post-it notes, right? Now, so let me take off this big monster. I'm gonna put a post-it note in that space above y'all. And I think I can click in there and put text. I'm gonna see if I can cut and paste this.
Yeah, we don't have post-its anymore.
Uh-oh. All right, let's see. If I can-
that's not exactly how post-its work. You have to keep it on the paper.
All right. Yeah. I think I gotta reduce the font size.
Ooh. Okay.
There you go.
You
How-
think it's command word.
How about that? So a small sphere of thick glass weighs a pound. If you are within 60 feet of it, you can speak its command word and cause it to emanate the light or daylight spell. Once used, the daylight effect can't be used again until the next dawn. You can speak another command word on it. As an action to make the illuminated globe rise into the air and float no more than 5 feet off the ground. The globe hovers in this way until you or another creature grasps it. If you move more than 60 feet from the hovering globe, it follows you until it is within 60 feet of you. It takes the shortest route to do so. If prevented from moving, the globe sinks gently to the ground and becomes inactive, and its light winks out. So it's like a portable nightlight.
It would actually come in handy if we ran into some actual vampires too,
Mm-hmm.
because the daylight spell was.
Do we know it's command word though? I mean, like, I wonder, do we get to pick one if we touch it?
Well, I mean, with the identify, I'm sure it can be like so
Yeah, he would definitely
it's-
give. That would
Yeah.
tell him
Yeah.
that.
so
well-
it's the command word light or daylight, I would think is what it is.
a lot of times that generic wording is put in there just to say like there's a command word that's to be
Yeah.
spoken and like
Yeah.
make it whatever the fuck you want. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you can
It's like
flavor it however you
whatever.
want, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Semantics
It's
of
just
spell,
letting
yeah.
you know that there's a command word that needs to be spoken.
Yeah.
To
So I
activate
guess
it.
technically, if you would have to make a code word, and then if you were
If you were in a
playing it,
silent spell, if you were in the middle of a silent spell,
you
you
couldn't,
couldn't
do it, then.
activate
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But
Or if you were in person and we were doing hand gestures and verbal, you would have to say, "Light up, buddy." You know.
well,
Mm.
so identify would actually, if there was a specific command word, it would
Yeah.
identify what it would be,
Mhm.
right? But since there's not a
I would think so.
specific, you can say it's Loomis or Knox,
Yeah.
you know.
So knowing that, Tabitha, would you would like to be the possessor or of this light or pass it on?
I mean, I'm not attached to it. If somebody else would like it, that's
What is it?
but it's a drift globe.
A drift globe.
Yeah. It with command word you can pass light or daylight. It'll rise 5 feet in the air and it follows you at 60 feet.
I mean, I think if nobody in particular wants it, whoever it should probably go to somebody who doesn't have dark vision that could use it. If they wanted to use it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer not to be illuminated, so
Well,
Yeah.
I will take it if no one else wants it. I don't.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to use it now. You can put it in your bag,
Yeah.
save it for later.
I'm assuming it's non-attunement, right? It's not. It seems like a non-attunement item.
It doesn't say that it needs to be attuned.
Okay, yeah, we'll tell you that. for sure.
I'll take it because me and Otis don't have dark vision. Does anybody else not have dark vision?
I don't, but I also can make.
Yeah.
I can cast light, so
Okay. I got like dancing lights, so I can technically
yeah.
keep light. But I'll keep it in case. I'll keep it for now, and then we'll see if.
Ooh, and that's cool. So I can make these pre-made notes and just make them disappear and have them hiding in the fog too. That's
There
pretty
you
cool.
go.
Just a lot of prep work. So I got to hurry up and retire so I can do all this silly stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all doing anything else in this area?
No.
Okay.
Hey, wait, what were you guys fighting up here? Heard like two quick, and then it was like, hey, come on, let's go.
As Fallon comes out of the stump. Well, actually, we've been
Yeah.
technically 10 minutes, I guess, because there was an identify spell cast where I was like, oh, that was amazing, Fallon. I see why the group all admire you.
But not as much as we like Toontown. He's cool.
I'm like, oh, that was nothing.
I wonder when, like, when this Tally over here, like he does his little like, this is what this does, and amazingly we all just stand here and do nothing. That's something. Normally it's like, hey, look, there's a door, let's kick it in.
But for these specific 10 minutes, we'll stand here.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Tease off, left or right, or east or west, whatever you choose.
But Kirk wouldn't have learned his lesson. He would have definitely tried to eat one of those centipedes.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't know if anything special happens. Nothing happens. But he would definitely eat one of them.
and is that basilisk?
Give me a con save.
All right. That was a natural
that
20
Basilisk?
for 25.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Is that Basilisk?
You're okay.
Residual effects.
Yeah. If you would have failed the con save, you might have taken some poison damage.
Oh.
But you're okay right now. Girk's stomach acids are more potent than poison at the moment. All right. As you are going down there, Juntao, you taking the lead? I take it.
No. Fallon is for me.
Oh,
I'm sending Boo Boo down. But was that basilisk fresh or had it been there a while?
Good call.
What's fresh?
The basilisk.
So the basilisk has been there a little while.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the desiccated corpse. So desiccated sounds pretty bad.
Yeah,
Uh,
probably.
Yeah.
Let me just. I want to be correct here. What's desiccated mean? Desiccated meaning
It's
having had all the moisture removed, dried out, so lacking vitality. So if he dried out, withered, so it's been there for some time.
I want to grab a thing.
Okay. So probably, just like that winged creature that probably fell with all the crystals and stuff last week.
Crystal wyvern.
Yeah, the wyvern has been there for a while as well. All right, so Fallon, you're going down a little bit more. So I'm gonna open up what you see. Start seeing at least that. It's gonna open up into you're starting to see some little alcoves, some toppled statues. Since you were right there, I'm gonna open up the rest of them also. Um, and so in this area, so it kind of with things pushed over, so it appears to be some sort of desecrated temple. The ceilings in here are 60 foot high. Petrified creatures. So these statues are elven-like, in variety of different poses. Are kind of clustered together on the floor on the south there. But the statues along the walls held six statues, but five of them lie toppled and smashed into pieces on the floor. The sixth statue, which is this one right here, has not toppled over. It is located in the middle alcove on the east wall. It remains intact and appears to be made of glistening black stone.
Obsidian.
Hmm.
That's the only one that's made of that.
Yes.
all right. Well, does it have any distinguishing marks, text, symbols? Any?
Um, it
What
appears
race
like
is it?
like a humanoid soldier, just like the other ones that are toppled. But this one appears to have be made of a different material because it's black and it's kind of glistening.
Hmm.
Kick it in the balls.
uh, hmm. Uh,
And I go up to it and can I take a look? Do I don't know, history arcana or something? Do I recognize the statue? Do I get any kind of like, hey, I know who that asshole is?
Are there any markings on the floor like it's been moved?
So without doing a check, I mean, Beatrix is pretty smart. You're like, hey, this looks like all the other ones, but for some reason, this one is shiny black, but nothing resembles any type of god or anything that you would need to do a history check on, just like a generic soldier. But for some reason, this one is black, shiny, and it's not toppled over. And it's kind of, the real fine features are hard to see because of the black shine on top of it, if that helps you.
does not. Hmm.
Can I,
on it.
yeah, can we investigate, or can I investigate around it and see are there, I think Tabitha said, are there any like, does it look like it moves? Does it look like it's like a
Who knows detect magic?
secret door or something? Is there any
Uh,
mechanisms behind it or anything?
Give me your investigation.
And those dice are rolling really slow today. 21.
It is not moving. But if as you're looking a little bit closer, it's almost like a black shiny coating on top of the statue that's preventing you to see the fine details of the statue.
Try that daylight spell on it, maybe, or
Just, I was thinking that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm shining light on it if that helps. But
It makes
'cause you got your shield light.
It's yeah. So I mean, you're doing that, and it's making the shine of the black shinier.
Hmm.
Alright.
This is some shiny black stuff, says Fallon.
touch
Almost
it with
like,
my magic gun?
almost like a in. Yeah, it's hard to explain. The more light you shine on it, the more it looks like oily.
Oil fleet?
Does anything happen when I touch it with the mage hand?
Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So as you poke it with the mage hand, it will start to move,
Yeah.
and it'll be some black pudding.
Hmm.
Okay, that makes sense.
Give me just 1 second here. Because
Oh, shoot. Not what I meant to do.
it's all
Like
right.
a pudding.
Does anybody like black pudding?
Not me.
No.
Hmm.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Otis got a 14.
Ugh. Even worse.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just need Anda and Esmeralda.
Anda rolled an 8.
Okay.
Ezreal's got a 10.
11.
And I will probably go before Esmeralda because I am more Dexy, I am assuming. Because I also rolled a 10.
Dixie.
Tabitha got 11.
Dexy
Yes.
Lexi.
Is that
Oh,
what,
it's the first time I've ever heard that. Nice one.
Is that what gave you the extra
What?
3?
I don't think that was sarcastic,
Bardic inspiration.
Gotcha.
but it totally could have been. Too.
All right.
You'll never know.
All right. So
was that sarcastic?
black pudding is large, so it's actually like that. As it expands off the
Good.
statue, it will be Girk, Otis, Juntile, Fallon, Black Pudding. Sounds like a group. Tabitha, Beatrix, Esmeralda, and Anda. And just like always, when we're in initiative, you don't actually have to combat. You can run away. You can talk.
So that's kind of my question. So does it seem like it's hostile or like as a player, I think I would know, but I'm just trying to figure out, is it
Puddings are made to consume things. Like that's all they do.
So give me
They're not even like friendly or hostile. They just
to answer your question. Give me your wisdom, or no, your perception.
Perception, okay. That would be a 9.
Give me a group perception.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see here. Uh,
Rhonda's
that's, oh, sh-
14 for Rhonda.
Good. Junta got a 10.
Wow.
Got 18.
20 for
so-
Beatrix and a 14 for Rhonda.
All
Wolf
right.
Smuggler got a 6.
Tabitha and Beatrix, you gotta tell that this thing is bubbling and moving in attack mode after being poked by the mage hand. Now, I don't know if y'all want to relay by words to give Girk
Yeah.
knowledge before he
Well,
acts.
since they go after me, I'm gonna move closer and just hey, what's going on here? And I'm just gonna hold a ray of frost if it attacks one of my family.
Gotcha.
And that'll
Okay.
be my turn.
All right. Otis.
Otis, being wise and gentle,
Mm,
he sees Girk not attack, so he also readies his attack should anyone attack his family. That's the squirrel.
show up. No, it didn't. I was trying to put text under this thing.
Not like I would.
Is there a minimum for the text for it to show up?
You got to go up to like 72, 60
Wow.
for it to like really show.
Okay. Try it one more time. If it's not, all right.
There you go.
There you
Yeah,
go.
okay. But you can, if you make it big, you can make it smaller right after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, wrong one. That, and then black pudding. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know why. If you start small, you cannot see it. But if you go, I don't know
Back.
why.
Backtrack. All right.
It's just weird.
Oh, Otis, what's he doing?
I hold my action.
Okay. Juntao.
Eldritch Blast.
It's
Just kidding.
okay.
I'm gonna hold Eldritch Blast if he attacks. If that thing attacks, I'm gonna attack. So as soon as he attacks, he's getting like triple rounded.
All right. But all these held actions are after he attacks, if he does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fallon,
It's boogers.
you might get
Alright.
some. Your shiny armor might get dirty.
No, well, see, that's the thing. I'm trying to think of a. I'm trying to remember a feature of putting if there's.
Yeah, I know one of them
Just
like
to
will
be
eat
safe.
armor or weapons or
Yeah,
something
and
like that.
magic. It'll take magical effects off of
It's
weapons.
gel.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
That might be gelatinous cube.
it might be, but I'm going to go ahead and moonwalk here, right?
Yeah, I
And
love range.
and then cast Toll the Dead on it.
Nice.
So need to make a wisdom 14 save.
Making sure that's for everyone. Wisdom 14.
Oh. Bad enough.
All right. -1.
Oh, all right, okay.
Kill killer bee.
Oh, was that the roll? Wait, huh?
Did it not show? -1.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that
it
the
shows,
one
yeah.
check? Wait, okay. Oh, all right. So -1. Yes, it takes 2d8 of necrotic. So here we go. Fucking shitty damage. 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
That's it. That one's done.
Alrighty. Oh, black pudding. Beatrix, why do you have to be so close?
These are what?
Why do you have to be so close?
Oh well, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I was inspecting the thing before. I mean, I was gonna definitely touch it if Tabitha didn't. So I mean, it's fair.
Okay. All right.
It was my next move. Like, oh, nothing's here. Might as well poke it with a stick. So
Yeah.
I understand.
Gotcha. That's all right.
I wasn't smart enough to use my mage hand. So cool.
Pudding is going to make a melee attack with a pseudopod like pudding hand or whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
You put it
It's
smack.
it's gonna miss anyway.
Yeah.
With an 8.
It does miss. And I believe some people have got some things to say about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might move, but y'all go ahead and do y'all held actions, and whoever Gert would be first.
Comes the volley of
18.
spell attack.
18. Yep.
And it takes 12 points of cold damage, and it has 10 feet of less movement.
You will notice that it is immune to cold damage.
You son of a bitch.
Good thing I didn't try to
No,
cast
see, that
fucking
doesn't make sense. You would think.
Yeah. Oh, one of these days I might eat you. You'll get in my belly.
I don't know. Does pudding freeze in the freezer, or does it get like half frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pudding pops.
Yeah, puts the pudding pop in the freezer, and then it puts it in the hole. All right. Who had the next held action?
I do. I rage. And then I move forward. And
This is your held action.
Oh, I can't rage.
Yeah.
Okay, I just smack him twice. 11 and 16.
Those both hit. Is that with the halberd?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
For just one.
Which is
It's
Are multi attacks held?
it's one.
Oh, just
Yeah,
one.
that's what I
All right, let me
thought.
reroll then.
I things like Eldritch Blast. I think you could shoot off all your beams, but like one attack, I think, is all you can get for reaction.
I got 11. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay. Does 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage.
What type?
Slash.
And it's also silvered if it makes a difference.
Yeah. It's silver.
Silver does not, and neither does the slashing. It is
no
immune
effect?
to slashing.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
immune to
Oh,
slashing?
got
Yeah.
it.
All right.
And
Juntao. What?
he's gonna take acid damage. 7 points of acid damage. It says a creature that touches the pudding or hits it with a melee attack while within 5 feet of it takes 1d8 acid damage.
I'm not within 5 feet of it though.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's got
yeah.
reach.
So you did it at 10 foot, right?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, good call. Retract that. Okay.
A whole lot of
True.
nothing just happened there.
I know, right?
Just
And then poof, and then nothing. Like stops right in front of
nothing.
him.
Junto. I
Go
think I
ahead.
got something that'll hurt him. Pew!
You're gonna, are you
Oh,
gonna start
no.
singing at him or something of that
10.
nature?
Pew! I got 10 and a 26. Both hit?
Yep.
Yeah?
Wow, 10
Yep.
hits? Ooh.
Yep.
These things,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess they're not that dexterous, right?
Broadside of a barn.
Yeah.
Right?
9 points for the first one,
Mm,
and 8 points for the second one. I got to add 3 to that first one for my respite. Genie.
okay.
Some bludgeoning.
Did they seem to do that? Was force damage. Did that
Force.
seem to do some good stuff to him?
Force works.
Oh,
I
I thought
push
it
him
was
back
the
20
bow
feet.
shit.
I push him into the wall 20 feet. Bam, bam. Bam, bang.
Okay. So it'll take some bludgeoning.
Just
And-
flat
or
over.
no, wait, no. It can't take the bludgeoning from the force, right?
The bludgeoning would be from hitting the wall.
Okay. All right. So 8 force.
8,
How much force damage?
17 total.
17. All right. And then 2 bludgeoning. All right. 19. Okay. Anybody else had held?
I don't
Just
think
a
so.
3, yeah.
Okay. It's going to move forward because it didn't have far to go back because he was maybe at just a couple of feet. And he only has 20 feet of movement. So he's just going to move forward in between the 3 of y'all. That's going to be his turn. Tabitha.
Reviews. Back and cast Toll the Dead.
You. Oh yeah, you don't take opportunity attacks, right?
She was
Do
close.
you have
Yeah.
Hit me for it, so.
Oh.
Do you have something that?
Can I disengage? And
Yes. I could. It's hard to remember who's got little
Yeah.
footsies and can get away. I think that's Anda.
Yeah. Well, Nessa can do that.
Yeah,
Nesta?
shit, fat,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Or
Gotcha.
you just step away. She has a couple ways.
Mhm.
All right. Disengage, back away, and what are you doing?
Toll the Dead.
Okay. And that's another wisdom here. 6.
Here we go. Oh, come on. 4 points.
All right. Sounds good. Anything else?
No.
Beatrix.
Yes. Yeah.
You do have them flanked.
I do. I am going to I'm going to no, yeah. I'm going fuck me. Yeah. I'm going to bonus action.
Let me take that little orb off
Yeah.
of you.
Oh, you can just hide. Yeah, I have it attached to me. I was just gonna hide. You can hide it if you'd like.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that's right. Because you have it, right?
Don't take my orb. You can just hide it. There we go.
Oh, whoa, where'd you put it? Huh?
Actually, it would be like floating next to me. But yeah, I'm gonna yeah, because I don't wanna activate that.
Well, it's not floating unless you activate it.
Beatrix is lit up like a jack-o'-lantern.
Well, it said it can float like no higher than 5 feet. I thought like without it being turned on.
Yeah.
If you command it to float and light up. If you want to do it now, you can.
You
If
need to
you
get
wanted
like a
to,
No,
a wig to put on it and it can float over your head, put a big
Yeah.
coat over yourself.
put like a trench coat on it so it looks
Yeah.
like a person. Yeah, I got you.
3 kids.
I got you.
It's like one of those lure fish with the thing at the front.
how about that?
Yep, that's good. I'll attach it to myself in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bonus action disengage. I'm gonna take a few steps back here, and then I think if I get from like that angle, then I'm going to then I'm going to where is my spell? I'm going to cast Burning Hands at it.
Okay.
So that is a 15-foot cone, and I'll shoot it like so my cone starts like here. So hopefully I can I should be able to avoid Otis. So
What type of
a
cone
deck
is it?
save.
No, what's it look like?
Oh, yeah. So I'll just clasp my hands together and shove out, and bright, hot pink fire will shoot in its direction.
All right. I'll put I don't have pink. But I'm gonna try and use the
Oh, do you want me to? Yeah. Do you want me to draw it on there?
I try and do this.
Yeah.
Let me
It's
move
15
it.
feet.
Move it, and then I can turn it.
Yeah, just tilt it just a little bit so it doesn't hit Otis, and I can't remember his squirrel's name, but perfect.
Okay.
Planters.
No planners.
Flanders.
No,
Okay.
no planters.
Oh, planters. I just said Flanders. All right. So what you need?
Oakley Doakley.
Deck
Stupid
save.
Sexy Flanders.
Deck save. All right. Here we go.
Deck save has to be to 15.
This thing is terrible.
All right.
A 2.
That will fail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, god damn it. Shit. Ass. Fuck damage. 8. 3d6, and it gets freaking 8. 2 ones. 8 points of fire damage.
All right. It takes all of it.
I thought she was doing George Carlin's bit about the forbidden words, all the names. Shit, fuck, bitch.
No,
She's
it's just
got-
my general reaction.
She never told us she had Tourette's, but and the
yes.
Bob Saget.
and then the cone disappears, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Just like a flash and it's gone.
All right. Anything else from Beatrix?
No, I bonus action disengaged, I moved, and I actioned. So nope. That's
All
it.
right. Okay, it's Esmeralda. So Vic, your creation, what are you gonna do with it?
Did that fire look like it did the expected amount of damage to a target?
It did the full amount.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it didn't look like it burned a little bit more, a little less than what we're used to.
No, it didn't.
All
It
right,
didn't
well.
have any extra vulnerability qualities.
Okay, well, I know it has a minus wisdom modifier, so I'm gonna go ahead and back up.
Now, if it has a plus or a minus, I'll let you know, of course.
All right, and no, just told the dead we're just gonna keep ringing the bell on this thing. 15 wisdom save.
Okay, 15. I gotta change these. I still gotta change these dice, man. These are stupid. 13.
All right, here comes 2d12 of necrotics. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it was 20 for a second, but 15. 15 points of necrotic damage.
All right.
Is it still how's it looking?
Like a different color pudding of blood.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I thought about twinning it up here, but never mind. That'll be Esmeralda's turn.
Oh. Now we're talking angry.
You mean quicken?
Yeah, what did I say?
Twin.
Oh, yeah.
Twin,
I
twin,
certainly
twin.
meant to say quickened.
I'm sorry. What about quicken?
Oh no, I was just debating on whether I was gonna do it or not. If I thought I could finish it off with one more shot, I would, but I don't know. I'm not convinced of that. I feel like you'd be wasting resources.
Yeah, it kind of sucks for that's
I can get that third level slot. Well, no, fifth. Yeah, I get third level slot back.
It kind of it hurts to do anything less than a level 2 spell for quicken
Mm.
because it burns 2 points regardless of what.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, whose turn is it now?
Oh, are you done with Esmeralda?
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Anda's turn.
We're just gonna take some feet back.
Holding it. No.
No, I'm 100% gonna follow.
This is
Not
me.
quite that much. I am 100% not going to buck the trend, and I'm also going to told you did this.
Everybody just sitting around condemning this thing.
Die.
We're just hearing bong, bong, bong.
His fucking pudding's just jiggling.
14.
That saves.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yay, pudding.
Spell save DC is only a 13. So okay. And yeah, it doesn't take any
It's only a 13, really?
Yeah.
On
It's
the,
All right.
really low.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ondas. Okay, never mind. Ondas. I was thinking
whoa!
Beatrix. 'Cause I was like, man, she's
Oh, mine's a 50.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
What else you
And I don't think she has any decent bonus actions, so that's yeah, that's it.
Okay. Goes back up to the top. Otis.
Well,
Oh,
actually,
I
Fallon,
hate-
but
Oh, go ahead.
yeah.
Good.
Gurk, actually.
Yeah, I thought I went first.
Oh, you
so-
didn't go? Huh?
What?
Oh, you didn't go?
It should be
Oh,
Gurk,
yeah.
Otis,
I
Jim.
didn't. Yeah, you're right. I didn't scroll up high enough. My bad. Gert.
Yeah, I mean, Girk's gonna see all this going on, and you're gonna see a little bit of this gray ooze coming out of his pores again, and he's gonna point to it, and he's just gonna be like, "Not friendly," and he's gonna cast Mind Sliver at it, so it's an intelligence save of 15.
This is gonna be worse.
Yeah.
This sets Fallon up nicely for his Toll the Dead. Yeah.
6.
All right, so it takes 10 points of psychic damage, and the next saving throw gets a -1d4. And that is Kirk's turn. He's not trying to get closer to that.
All right. Now it's Otis.
No, I go before Otis.
Valid. Go. Jesus Christ.
What are you, Jesus Christ, for?
Not you.
Now,
He's not around in this world.
But oh, wait a minute. Am I wrong about that? Hold
Yeah,
on.
you're on the wrong. Yeah, you're on the wrong.
I was on
initiative
the
order.
yeah, I was thinking the last
Centipede
sorry.
one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Sorry.
So it is Otis's turn.
Yeah,
I was
bad.
right. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Otis
I
turns-
lost track. I've been up for like over a day, man.
All right. Whoever's
Otis
playing
does, like,
Otis.
He spins his halberd over his head, and then he comes down with the butt side of it and hits it.
Okay.
Let's say, yeah. First attack. 13. That hits, right? Yeah.
13 hits. Yeah.
And that's 1d4 plus 3. 6 points of damage. Does that seem to do any more than a slashing would?
So what type of
Bludgeoning.
bludgeoning with what is he using?
He's using the butt side of his halberd.
Okay.
What he usually uses with his offhand attack, you know? I mean, his bonus action.
So he, the way this reads, any non-magical weapon made of metal or wood that hits the pudding corrodes.
Oh,
So
fuck.
it is going to take acid damage, but it does hit, and
All right.
it will take the full bludgeoning damage.
So he's
So
got
go
like a
ahead.
sawed off halberd.
So go ahead and roll the bludgeoning damage.
I did. It was 5 points.
Okay.
He doesn't do his second attack, and
When he realizes.
he's gonna spend. Okay, then that's it. He stops. That's the end of his turn.
Okay. He will take 6 points of acid.
Okay.
Okay.
I only have 69 hit points left. Oh, I only take half of that though, right?
Well, you're,
Because-
you're,
No, I'm not raging now.
yeah, you're not raging, and
Acid
He
and
uses-
fire psychic aren't.
And that
rage,
would be
right?
bear. Well, yeah, only the bear totem would.
Okay,
cover
so it says after dealing damage, the weapon takes a permanent and cumulative -1 penalty to damage rolls.
Oh my god, he's gonna be so mad at me.
but that's only for the butt end, right? The main
Yes.
the main
Yes,
attack
thank
still
you.
does the
Yes.
So at least you didn't hit him with that one.
that.
Okay, so you do realize that wood is gonna corrode even on a melee attack. Group
All right,
group
let's range it.
knowledge.
Let's range it to death.
Okay. Anything else from Otis?
Yeah, he lets out a little whimper.
All right. Juntao.
I am going to do something crazy.
real quick, he would have had his first hit gets a divine fury strike, so it's a D6 plus 2 of radiant.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do I need to roll something?
D6 plus 2. Oh, you don't roll the plus 2. but-
6.
There you go. So 8 points of radiant.
How bad is this thing looking?
So is that 6 total or 8 total?
8.
6.
Did you roll a 4?
I rolled a 4, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. All right. More black blood pudding. I mean, it's bleeding. It's looking pretty bad. You know, it's not moving as wiggly as when it first started.
All right. I say, well, I use my bonus action and I cast Hex.
Okay. Hex.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, I can't do. Oh, yeah, I can't do Eldritch Blast. All right, and now I do Eldritch Blast twice.
So no hex.
What?
No hex.
Yeah, Hex is my bonus action.
Okay.
So the first one hits.
Mhm.
And the second one hits. And I do a lot of damage. Let's see, that's 10 points for my first one. And damn it, 6 points for my second one. And then 2d6 for my Hex, which is necrotic, and that is 8 points of damage.
It's probably technical, but I mean, you killed it anyway. So, at 10 points, it would have split.
Oh,
So would your second ones go after the split parts?
yeah. Well, it would go after. I could target him to other things. So.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, you still killed it.
Oh no,
just-
no! I would have gone for it. Would have
But-
gone for the same one because I didn't say different targets.
Well, you're saying it splits
Well-
in like in half, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'm just, I'm just trying to visualize this mechanically and technically. So it would have split after the first hit, and then I would have told you that. So if you needed to switch targets, that's fine. I'm just trying to work this out in my mind for next time. So you still killed it, but it would have split before that second hit.
Okay. What would the split? Was the split going to be a separate bruise?
Yeah, it would have been two puddings.
Well, then he would only be able to hit one of those
Okay.
because then the blast would hit one of the splits.
Okay. So then there's a
Should be one
Well,
of the
the-
halves is left.
yeah. So we'll leave that second half. I'll make it a little bit smaller, 5 foot, because it's split. And we'll say that one is still hexed. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
Well,
so.
well,
But I can move it anyway, so I move it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's not going to get back to his turn anyways.
No, not unless Fallon misses
Yeah.
or fumbles.
No, well,
Which is possible. That happens.
well, if it's it is Fallon's turn because I got lost in the initiative count. But is it Fallon's turn?
As long as Juntao's finished.
Oh,
I'm done. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm finished.
Okay.
all right.
Now. Yep. Go for it.
Okay. Oh, and he still hasn't used that mind sliver, huh? So there you go. Told the dead, I beg of you to go to hell here. So he needs to make a wisdom.
8.
Oh, okay. Damn it! I hit the wrong.
Well, it's also minus a D4, but
Yeah,
I mean, it already hits at this point, but
yeah, I hit the wrong thing. Backed out of the character sheet. All right, here we go. Spells and Toll the Dead. For 10 points of damage.
should be 12s, not 8s.
Yeah, because it's
I
taking
rolled
damage, so you
eights,
get the
yeah.
12s.
Hold on, check that.
It's still gone, but
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, we knew it was less than 3.
so
Yeah,
how does that look as
go.
you take out the final portion of this pudding?
it just rattles until it just kind of liquefies and just melts down into the seams of this porous floor.
Yummy.
Okay.
Does
I
Okay.
imagine that's what it looks like. I don't know.
Gert trying to eat it?
Well, it's kind of like vibrated into just a liquid, right? I don't know. That looks kind of hurty. I don't know if I. Look, sometimes I got my limits. All right.
Looks like the tip. It looks like your tip has been affected there. Otis.
Ugh, again.
No, I thought it was his butt that got affected.
Yeah, but mm,
All right.
My hemorrhoid.
All right.
Mm.
So that one is dead. Give me Anda's perception where she just was. All those toppled petrified statues that were knocked over.
What's her perception? 19 plus 2, 21.
All right. Yeah. So looking closer at those that are down there in front of her, all these figures,
Mhm.
they're going to be different types of creatures. Unfortunate adventurers that were probably there before. Male human, male half orc, a female elf, and 2 male halflings. And 6 unlucky monsters, also 2 kobolds, 3 goblins, and a carrion crawler. Where you're at, Fallon, you're gonna, and Beatrix as well, and Otis. the statue where the black stuff was on. You got to see the detail now. So if the three of y'all would like to give me a religion check.
All right. Uh, 10.
15.
Right, Beatrix, you are going to, because I know you were looking hard before. That one statue depicts Gond, the god of invention, Gond. And the other ones are smashed beyond recognition. The other ones that were toppled. So I don't know if anybody worships Gond, but that's who that is. And Anda will have also found a copper crown with 6 arrowhead-shaped malachite spires hanging from it, which is worth 75 gold pieces. I'll put that in the group chat. It was on that little carrion crawler, stony tentacles.
Toontown puts it on his head.
Anda doesn't give it to him.
Oh.
Anda likes shiny things, so she will keep it.
Iron?
It's a crown.
Well, it was worth what, 75 gold?
75.
75 gold. And the description is in the chat. If we need a picture of it, we'll find it for him.
Esmeralda comes over here and like, oh, you know how to cast stuff like that too? You are truly a force to be reckoned with.
Nice.
We're gonna have to kill her off.
Fucking haters. You all stay away from Esmeralda. I can tell. I can feel the hate. I feel it. We both have sort of divine soul sorcerer blood running through us. We have a connection. Plus, we can speak celestial to each other. We'll just talk to each other. They won't understand.
But there's nothing else of interest in this part of the room, or the room in as a whole.
All right.
Yeah, back up.
Yeah, this is clear. We'll see where y'all want to go next, and then we'll take our break.
Okay.
So per
That room
the
is a bust.
incomplete map.
We gotta go back to the top, right? To that middle?
Yeah, if we go back up here, there is if we go back to the arena, there is like a little bit over here potentially, and then it just ends.
Yeah.
So I mean, our map is obviously not completely accurate, we've learned, but I don't know if we want to keep going that way or if we want to go back up the long hallway.
I feel like, I don't know. Do we have any kind of feeling of what this might be here? This little got a circle with an X.
Wow.
And that question mark, I guess, is for these two tunnels or
in the other, like in the other parts of the map, the circle with the X has indicated like pillars.
Statues or pillars or
I mean, that's just, there's no ledger on the map, but that's
yeah.
so far what it's come to be. And like there's like a lot of activity over here. Like you've got light, darkness again. You've got, it says something about a hotel or an inn.
Yeah, so if you look at that a little bit closer, if it's open like this, it could indicate that there's more that you could explore.
Wow.
If it ends, usually it ends on the map, or it gives you some type of note where it could possibly go, or it could be something like a dead end or something. But just keep that in mind wherever.
Yeah, so it just depends if you want to like search into the unknown or go more towards.
I would say I would rather go over here, but I mean we're right here, so
might as well clear this out
look,
first.
yeah, see what, yeah. see what the incomplete parts are not showing us.
Okay. So you do know that there were doors right there, three sets of double doors
Hmm.
where y'all were at before. So if y'all want to just tell me how y'all would like to proceed that way, and then if y'all want to open it up just to see what's where, or what's behind door number one, door number two, or door number three,
All right, so
and then
we've
we'll go
pretty
on a break.
much exhausted with this. Anything else in this room, right? We don't really need to.
Yeah.
Yes, there's nothing else of interest.
I don't mean to meta here, but
Just
well then,
pick a door and then just see what's on the other
Yeah.
side.
Mhm.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you going through that one, Fallon?
Yeah.
Mage hand, open it up. Everything else like normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Open it up. You go through. We'll say these push. You're pushing your way forward. They just like the other ones. They go both ways. So I don't know if y'all pull them in or push them in or pull them out, whichever y'all choose. So as you get to that part, I'm going to open up the top for you. You see down the long hallway. It does, if you look at north, it tees off to the right, like the map. If you look to the south, it is going to go down the hallway, and it is going to tee off to the east.
Hmm.
This way.
Well,
So you got a northern tee and a southern tee.
Southern tea must be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To
Dad
the
joke.
north, and in case it like rounds back, then we can clear as we
Yeah.
go around.
If we're gonna go back up to like up in here where there's statues or a pillar or something like that, if we come this way, there's a chance it might come back around and just go up that way.
But I was thinking.
All right. So y'all going north?
South.
South. Okay. Gotcha. Go south. Who's going down?
Down.
Downtown.
We're going down.
Okay.
Everyone's
You're gonna
going
see a little bit more in there. And it's also going to break off to the south again.
Oh,
Where you're at right there. It's gonna go down. It's gonna break off to the east.
Oh,
About 5,
uncharted.
6, 7, 70 feet to the south. It goes to the east.
Lisa and Boo Boo up there.
yeah.
Damn Pooter.
Yeah.
Just
Where
make
at?
food, make the loop, man. Say what's up there. Go.
Which way? North or south?
Let's see. North.
We lost Cooter.
Hmm.
Hold on. There. Going south.
Oh yeah, south's fine.
Okay. Let me open up that. As this goes down.
All right.
I'll let you. You want me to separate? Just gonna unlink her.
All right.
Do it
Oh,
that way.
as shooter goes that way, I'm headed this way.
All right, yeah. Let me just broke the link so you can move Cooter freely. So where you're at right there, open up that for you, Fallon, and then let me just read the description on where you're at, Fallon. Make sure I got the right one there. Okay, so where you're at, Fallon, this room, you'll see two large tables. You're going to see some fresh blood, dry blood, and the room is going to reek of rotted meat.
Hmm.
And you'll see
Grr.
bits of pieces all over the tabletops.
Dirk, you may be interested in this. Is Matt,
we
you
can't,
might be muted.
can't hear you,
yeah.
Matt.
Yeah, if it does smell like Hank, which that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, he's definitely gonna run in there. Hank, is that you, Hank?
What'd you get down here?
Hank?
um yeah, so there's obviously somebody or something had put pieces of meat on there and took them away, so there's like little bits that are rotting on top of the tables, somewhat fresh.
It
Fresh
looks like
rotted
it's
meat.
butchered, like
Butchered,
to be
not
prepared,
not
like
not finely butchered, but more like ripped apart.
okay.
With
Not
knives, not
tortured.
talons.
Like this isn't like a torture chamber.
It's more of like clawed
I mean, I
apart.
feel like we would see utensils
it
and shit. As
wasn't clean cuts, more like ripped. Is Boo Boo still flying?
Yes.
Or Cooter, I'm sorry. All right.
Booter.
Cooter.
Booter.
Pooter. God damn it.
Sure, yeah.
All right.
I keep forgetting too. So.
So it is going to go to the north as well, and there's going to be a door right here.
Is there a cave?
I'll open up this part because Pooter is not flying on its own at the moment. Its pilot is not moving. So where those tables are, nothing's on the table, but I'm going to move Pooter up here. Where'd you go? Let me grab the hand. Up there. Can you do an investigation check for Pooter?
Intelligence investigation.
Yeah.
We got an 8.
All right.
Blindsided.
The only thing that she's gonna see flying around underneath one of the tables, there is a copper tankard with a hinged lid on the floor. I don't know if that's of any interest to you as you see it through Pooter's eyes.
Yeah. Well, that would be my. Let me roll mine then, because that would be mine, not his.
Yeah, if she's looking through it, yeah.
It's not much better.
Oh.
An 11.
Yeah, I mean, all right, you've seen it. Okay.
You see a second tanker.
All right, Beatrix, where you're at, you're gonna see down the hall. It's gonna go down, and then it's gonna go to the north. Yeah, we'll just split the party.
Well, these are nothing of interest. What is this?
No, those are just like I think they're shelves.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Out of the way, Beatrix.
Oh,
I can't decide if Fallon would have just like stepped over my head or tried to squeeze by me.
All right. As you get down the hall there, Fallon, let me just open up this. It will dead end to the north, but 40, 30 feet down the hall, there is going to be a door to the right.
Hmm. Got a dragon's lair. No, I don't. I don't. All right, we got a door.
And it's going to be, one second. The door is made of, it's a little bit different. It's actually green wood. Um,
All right.
and mounted on the front of the door is a cast iron carving of a smiling bearded face.
Hmm.
And it
A
kinda
bearded
looks-
face that we have seen before, like in a bronze mask.
Ooh.
History check.
I was a 19. That didn't go. 13.
It does look vaguely similar. Um, but it looks more ornate.
You recognize him, Beatrix?
It looks a little bit like the mask that we found back in the Hall of Mirrors. You know that I think we decided was the
Oh yeah.
mage's face. This looks like a lot better. So like the craftsmanship is better. But it looks similar. I mean,
He goes, Val goes, what's that? And he like leans in and goes, he said, come on in.
I was gonna say, I think you should not. Never mind.
Does it open? Is it open?
It does open.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I was expecting to be like, no, it's locked, it doesn't go anywhere. But
No. It does open into a 10-foot room.
oh yeah.
10-foot square room, which appears to be empty.
Mm-hmm. Which appears to be a place for hidden doors. Although
Would
I
you
could
like me
be
to
totally
check?
wrong about that again. Sure, you're better at it than me. And the guidance, you have guidance. as
Thank
well.
you. I shall investigate the appearingly empty room.
This could be another Winchester House scenario, but
Doors to nowhere.
And 27.
Mhm.
So it is a type, like the starting of, like, it is a secret door of sorts, right?
Who's got the
But-
spell magic?
No, I will say it is a secret door. But you
Well,
can tell.
let me-
Go ahead. What were you gonna
Let me
say?
ask you out of game. Is this one of those? Because I know that this is made to where you can have extensions onto it. Like, so is this something that's not actually a
Yeah.
thing? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a secret door to nowhere unless we put
Unless
something
you
in it.
want to add something onto it. Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, I was gonna say it was a
Got
secret entrance which just got started, but there's not really but a couple of feet of other side to it.
All right. Okay.
Haven't bought the DLC yet.
Yeah. Loading.
Yeah. So that would be like a to be continued.
Right. And then this
Um,
is just a complete cave in, is what
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is? Okay.
So there is only one other, well, actually, the one door where Tabitha's at, and whatever is up to the north right here, if you want to verify before we go on our break.
Sounds good.
Or we can just go on our break now.
Well, I think we can clear that real quick.
Yeah.
All right.
We can narrate it real
All right, yeah, you go up there. Fallon,
quick.
I'll let you get up there before before I show you the beholder. No, wait. Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
okay.
Another
It is.
goddamn dead end.
That would be a dead end. Tabitha, you're down there by a door. Would you like to or did you go snag that little copper tankard?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. So it is just a copper tankard with a hinged lid, and it's worth 25 gold. Putting it in the chat. So if y'all would like to check on that one last door, we can do that.
Real quick while she's rolling that, can Anda and I see if we can pry this face of this guy off this door?
Sure.
That's when a
Give me
big
like a
boulder
group-
drops out of this cave in. Some Indiana Jones going on.
Yeah. Just a a strength check with the help action.
Do you guys need some help? I'll just give him a hand. Oh yeah, you're so smart, Junetao. I really look up to you and appreciate your guidance. I'll go help.
Oh, that was almost a natural 20, and then it like rolled.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, can't we cannot get it. We are very, very weak.
Even with Otis helping?
I did it with on.
yeah,
I did it. Yeah,
go-
I did it with on. Since Otis was not in the vicinity. But
Hey, you want me to give it a shot here?
sure.
I'm gonna guide myself.
Hey,
Yeah,
oh no.
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna give you an inspiration. Do you want it?
I don't. I don't think so. I think that might be a waste.
Watch her roll the one.
Well, no, yeah, but I think you can hold on to that for better use. I think
Yeah,
Yeah,
go for
I
it.
mean,
you
I
could
just
give me
wanted-
the help. I mean, you could give me the help action. I can.
Yeah, give him the help.
Otis helps you.
All right, well, thank you, Otis. And he's gonna guide himself. So, all right.
All right.
So,
Just
and
do a strength, yeah.
athletics is that what we're doing then?
I just did a strength check.
Strength.
All right, I'll do a strength then. All right, do that.
Not
and
that there's any
this,
difference between mine.
Are you fucking serious?
Wow.
Nobody can get the same
This
thing
is
off.
Okay.
unbelievable.
It's fine. It's fine.
2 twos.
It's just, and it's just like a Hobby Lobby mask or something, and,
I mean,
he pulls
Uh,
off. It's like
I just thought it'd be
strong-ass
fun to
hot
have
glue.
2 of them. I did not realize it would be this hard.
Otis has not tried yet.
He's got one of those like locks for art. You know, you gotta hit the thing right, or else it just stays up there.
Oh, go ahead, Otis. I'll give you a guidance.
And
All right.
and if
All right,
y'all
I
can't
see.
do it, we'll send Esmeralda. She likes art.
That's yeah.
All right, I give him a bardic inspiration also. So that's a lot of die 6s. Let's see. A die 4, a die 6, and a 20. Come on, buddy. And I get
Somebody could help you. That's over there.
and I get help, right? Are you not helping me, pal?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
All right, he squats over it. He's like, all right, here we go. Rah! Shit. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 22. Well, that's not too bad.
All right, yeah, you're able to get this thing off.
Rah!
Mm,
So it's another type of the bearded guy, which looks kind of how did I describe it? Vaguely sinister. That's how it's described.
Who wants this mask?
I'll take it.
Use it. This here.
Thank you.
So vaguely sinister bearded mask.
what all the kids are raving about these days.
Oh, different kind of rave.
No. Mm.
She's got her like Kmart Halloween mask on as she's going through the dungeon
Mm.
with her fingerless gloves.
my fingerless gloves and my necklace of teeth, I believe is
Yeah.
the thing. Don't mind me.
Yeah, it's the walk, just a short bag lady just walking down the dungeon. Don't mind her. All right.
I hope it's not like putting on the ring and then Sauron is chasing you down and shit. Now that,
Yeah, well.
yeah.
there goes an arm. You just feel it coming.
No worries.
Sorry, I did
Uh,
not anticipate that to take that many rolls. My apologies.
What are we
Alright.
talking about? I think that was a quick amount of rolls for doors, hallways, shit that should be super easy, you know.
That's fair. Okay.
All right. Are y'all going through the last one? Last door, Tabitha? Any?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna open this whole thing up.
Stairs down.
It is unlocked. It is untrapped. Do you go in, Tabitha?
I'm gonna send in Pooter first.
All right. Peter. Goes in there. It is like a feast hall that is, some big tables and whatnot. There is going to be a kind of like in the middle, right where Pooter's at. A maggot-eaten corpse of a female dwarf wearing tattered leather armor and a matching leather skull cap. Ooh, leather skull cap. In one of the skeletal hands, she's clutching a dagger. Ominous. In the other hand, an empty tin flagon.
Dragon.
On a bench in the room is her burglar pack. What are y'all doing there?
Well,
Close the
I
door.
mean, there's only way. I mean, there's
I'm sure the one that sees us.
the cat
Yeah,
and the bird in
Tabitha's the one
there.
that-
Tabitha, you want to do anything in there, Tabitha?
Uh,
You see a dead female dwarf, tattered leather armor, matching skull cap, dagger, empty tin flagon, and a burglar's pack on one of the benches.
yeah, well, I'm gonna try to take the dagger and all that, but with my mage hand first.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. I will put that all in the chat and let you know what was all in there, and you can add that to your inventory. So, dagger,
Some
tin
fine
flagon.
flatware.
Yeah, burglar's pack. It's complete except for the lantern and flask of oil. And that is it down here. Let's go ahead and take our break and then see where y'all want to go next for the rest of the night.
All right.
All right. See you in a few.
Right.
Sounds good.
See you. All right, which one do I do? Right here?
we don't have to. Are y'all doing anything where you're at?
You want to rest, guys? Or I can press on.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
think
I'm
we've-
good.
Yeah,
Right? Press on.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So whoever's taking the lead, point me with the laser pointer. Where y'all going next? Let me zoom out a little bit.
Well, I mean, I ultimately was figuring we were going to head back to this hallway up here that's got
Like coming and up here.
this, yeah, and then
Mhm.
maybe having Pooter go check
Or-
this out ahead of us. See what's up
It's on
in
the
here.
constant.
Oh, y'all going this way?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, kind of. I already forgot about that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
that's where I was on my way to. Is that not what I said?
Okay. So you got one hallway that way, and then it's gonna curve up to the north where you're at. And let me just open up that way. You're gonna tell that it does go in a little bit further. And hold on 1 second. Let me make sure I got my pointer here. It is gonna open up to the left there, and you're gonna start smelling some let's see what's the correct word here.
Shit.
Let me help you.
Um,
Is it?
It's well, since you're already in there,
Oh,
it
oh.
smells filthy, funky, kind of
It's a man bear pig.
kind of assy, and
Ugh.
as you are in there, let me get my pointer.
The hell is that?
You're going to
Mm.
awaken that in the corner, and we're
Oh.
going to be in an
Oh,
initiative. in
Come
a
here, you
minute.
fucking troll.
yeah.
So just give me 1 second. Let me get our little encounter situation up. So if you want to yell anything to anybody behind you, or
Uh,
I say Fallon.
fire at will.
who's the
Who's will?
Fire. Fire. Ass. Ass. I can't. I don't know how to use asses as a pun right now.
I cast Bardic Inspiration on Tabitha.
That's in there, save.
Almost missed this encounter. Huh?
The silhouette kind of almost looks like the Jacksonville Jaguars logo.
A little bit.
Yeah, so it was kind of like some gathered so the words I was looking for was a putrid stench.
Mm.
But it was kind of like his gatherings of some discarded food and his, adventurous clothing as he made his little bed over there in the corner and stuff like that. But
Yuck.
he was, yeah. So let's go ahead and roll initiative. Keep your tokens where you're at, or as close, at least. If y'all want to move up a little bit. Same thing with Beatrix, because I don't know how close y'all would have
Come
been
on, come
following.
on. What's that? Oh, I was on 19 and fucking move.
I
Get
mean,
initiative all day.
there you go. I mean, I jumped the gun a little bit, but I did get a 21. I don't know if it showed up or not.
Otis got a 14.
Hold on. Otis got a 14. Yeah, I got Gert. Thank you.
Until I got 21.
21. Yep. Just need Tabitha's got 19, or you got some inspiration or something.
Right. Say that.
We just need Anda's and Esmeralda's.
Anda rolled a 20.
Whoa.
She's rolling great. I'm rolling shit.
Mhm.
And Esmeralda.
12.
All right. So, Gert, you would have heard Fallon shout out what he did. It's going to be Girk, Juntao, Anda, Tabitha, Troll, Otis, Esmeralda, Beatrix, and Fallon.
I mean, not that I don't mind going first, but would Juntel have a higher dex than Girk? Because I only have a
Uh,
10.
Yeah, I got a +3, so 16, 14.
Yeah.
That's how it threw y'all in there. I don't know if it changed to figure who went where
Mhm.
next. I don't mind switching it. So if he's got the higher deck, so I'll
Mhm.
just put
It
him.
doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
All right. Juntao, you're first.
Oh, okay. All right. I.
You heard Fallon scream like, "Ee, a mouse!"
Yeah, again, just like that. Okay.
Now to be fair, I don't
Mhm.
know if Cooter would have been flying first ahead of Fallon anyway, so probably would have.
He's probably coming up with me, so not quite yet.
Okay.
Okay. I was totally prepared to go first. I want to do.
But at least where all of y'all are at, y'all just smell the putrid smell ahead of you.
All right. I dash.
You know, like you walk into that big garbage dump and you go inside and you just get hit with that garbage smell.
You know
And,
that sour.
Yeah.
yeah.
I cast Flaming Sphere.
I was gonna say, your hex would still be up too.
And I put the Flaming Sphere right under Otis. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Flaming Sphere though, because they're both
Yeah.
concentration.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like it was way less than an hour for sure.
All right. So what does that give you there?
My little green ball.
All right. So that's your little
I just put him under Otis, please. Within my visual range.
okay. Well, he's ahead of you. Does it go around a corner?
No, just keep it in my visual range, right under him. I could have moved it. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
That'll be it.
And
Or I'll be Girk. Right?
Girk.
oh, god damn it. Girk.
Oh, smells like trouble. Let me go over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, still haven't got there. Haven't seen anything. Gonna dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Uh-oh. That's not what I thought it was. So I will actually. Ooh, what do I want? I wasn't actually prepared for what I wanted to do.
I love your emojis though.
Yeah. I will burn 2 sorcery points and Tasha Mind Whip this creature over here. So it has to make an intelligence save of 15.
All right.
And 2.
Nope. 3.
So it takes
Stupid ass troll.
yeah, it's like 13 points of psychic damage.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
Changes.
And
Nice.
and then on its turn, it can move, attack, or bonus action. Oh, it also loses its reaction until the start of its turn. But when its turn comes around, it can move, attack, or bonus action.
Yeah.
Move, attack, or bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the one, not all 3.
Mhm.
And that's my turn.
All right. God damn it. Okay. Now it's on to.
Can anyone chill touch?
Do what?
Chill touch, the cantrip chill touch.
Mm-mm.
No, Girk?
I can Ray of Frost, and I can Shocking Grasp.
Wait, shocking. What's the one that makes it to where they can't heal until the beginning of your next turn?
I think that is chill touch.
Yeah.
The shocking grasp, you can't take reactions, and then
Ray
the
of
other
Frost
one
is
Oh.
little
takes away their
movement.
movement.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what necrotic, and yeah, it can't heal. Chill touch.
Right, sorry to interrupt, guys.
All right.
Anda is going to take. I can't read that. That is. Oh,
Yeah, I know why you asked that too, Dave. Because I was thinking. Never mind.
Yeah, well, you wanna
Yeah,
do it,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I know why.
there we go. Ah, I do not like the measuring tool on this. I will
No.
say. Like,
Yeah.
Well, just remember 10-foot squares.
Yeah, they dropped the ball on that one. Everything else is okay.
Mhm. Maybe
I know,
it'll.
but I measure everything and then I just double it in my head. Okay, she's got 35 feet of movement. So she's gonna take her movement 10, 20, 30, 35. So she's gonna take her movement and then she's going to dash as her action. She's gonna really clog this whole thing up, but because she just can't get anywhere. Well, decently good, I guess. But I don't want that thing to hit me, so I lied. She's gonna take her movement. Yeah, I just don't think she's gonna want to get that close. So 30, 35, she'll get somewhere around in the middle of that next square. And then I'll just hold an action. I'll just hold Toll the Dead in case this thing comes, in case she gets a visual on it, but I think I'll just hold that for now.
Okay.
Yeah, because if she dashes, she can get like right here, but then she's with all the people he's probably gonna hit, and I don't think I want to get that close just yet. So
Okay.
yep, that's what we'll just do that.
All right. Tabitha.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move a little closer and hold my attack action. Just when it attacks.
All right. This troll, of course, is going to start yelling some crap in giant. I don't know if does anybody speak giant?
I think Anda does, funnily enough.
Nope.
Oh no, it wasn't giant. Sorry, that one.
Okay.
Nope.
So
I don't think so.
gonna be yelling
Yeah,
some crap.
She took linguist, so she's got a few different.
Yeah, she got a ton of them, but not
All right.
giant.
So this thing is just gonna move right up into there, and that's gonna be its turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
I was waiting to see if I was gonna get hit or not.
Otis. But it's not
Oh,
happy.
sorry.
It was just like
Otis,
giant talk.
Otis runs up. I run up and hit him with my halberd after I rage and reckless attack. Right? Is that right?
Yeah, that's all sounds like it. Yeah.
All right, you ready? Here's my
Okay,
first one. I got a 17. Yep, I'm raging. 17.
17 hits.
All right, and 19. That hits 2. So I got 2 hits, correct?
Yep.
Alrighty schmighty. Hopefully I don't melt his weapon. All right, do I get any bonus things for the rage or rounds or something?
No, but do you get that extra damage?
kinds.
too,
Yeah,
though?
the divine something.
Yeah.
Divine
The D6, right? D6 is psychic or something.
Yeah,
What was it?
D6 plus
11,
2.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of damage. And then I use my bonus action to come up and hit him with
No,
my.
you're raging. Rage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rage,
thank you.
did you
You're right. You're right. I'm done. I stop and say I feel a lot safer now that Juntao's in the group.
All right. What was the total damage? 'Cause I didn't see it.
The total damage, shit. 10, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Okay. All right. Did you do it digitally?
No, I can't on Otis. I'm rolling.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. That's why I didn't see it. All right. Esmeralda.
All right. Just like, oh, where has my hero gone?
She's gonna kick your ass next week.
Good.
We're gonna get to
What's up?
here.
What light do you want to winter breaks?
Hmm.
Gonna throw a light bulb at your head.
I'm gonna. All right. If I go 10 points, get to 1,
No.
5, 10. Well, because I'm doing it. I get to right here. But then this is gonna be in the way. All right. So all right. That's
Spin it out, man.
that's gonna be it. Well.
Is she holding anything?
All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use her action to get to here,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna quicken a. I'm pretty sure I know what I want to do here. So. Oh, you know what? I'll use her button. You know what? I'm not even gonna quicken it. I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon. So
which
it's her
is
light
her
bulb.
little-
Yeah, her little light bulb.
Bing.
I don't know why I didn't do that.
Alright. And then can I move it to here? Let's put it right there, I guess. And then I think it's a +7 to hit. So all right, let's do this. Is that a what is that? Oh fuck. Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
I was afraid of that. All right, well, that's gonna be her turn.
All right. Beatrix.
Alrighty. God, I really, really don't like that.
I can take it off.
Okay, because yeah, if you do like one thing, then you can't.
Oh,
Oh,
I
not
took
me.
you off.
See, that's what I keep doing. Okay. I'm going to
I'll get it after you move.
yeah. I'm gonna take my I'm gonna bonus action dash. That puts me at 50 feet, so I can go 10, 20, 30. I'm going to try and skate alongside the wall here and not provoke an opportunity attack, but if I do, that's fine. 30, 40, 50
No, you're
feet.
fine.
Okay. And I can move through people.
Do
Because
trolls have reach? I don't remember now.
I don't see anything for reach
Okay. Okay. I
or
couldn't remember.
extra
They're always
reach, yeah.
depicted as having really long arms, so I wasn't sure.
I mean, they are large creatures, but
Alright.
I don't know if that gives you an extra melee attack reach. I don't know.
Well, bugbear NPCs don't have reach, but PC characters do.
No, they don't. I didn't
No.
realize that.
Oh, well, I take that back. So with the 2 attacks that it has, reach is 5 feet.
Okay, then yeah, that's it.
I thought so, yeah, because it's long limbed.
so I should be able to sneak by him and not provoke an attack, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
Those squares are 10.
yeah.
As long as I stay on that half
Yeah.
of it. Should be
Mhm.
okay.
You're on the line. It's okay.
Mhm.
And I'll slide. slide behind Girk there, or between Girk and go, and then I'm going to cast I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt at second level.
All right.
That is it rolled. 16.
That hits.
So it's gonna take this damage. Ooh, God, that was almost really good and not shit.
Mhm.
I swear these dice are rolling so slow across my screen. It's like 12
Yeah.
2
Mine's just sad. Seems to be rolling kind of slow tonight too.
6. Fucking fuck.
All right.
6 points of lightning damage, and then so there's an arc of lightning. Well, it says blue, but it's gonna be pink because I say so. Cuz so there'll be an arc of lightning between us, and then I can continually deal 1d12 lightning to it as long as I don't do anything else on my turn. So
All right.
so yeah, that is it for me.
Is that chain lightning? What, no, not. What is it called? What is that?
Which bolt?
Witch Bolt?
Witch bolt. Oh yeah, witch bolt.
And is it? You said it's constant.
Yes, I'm concentrating on it.
That's
And
like,
yeah, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to a target automatically. So I don't have to roll to hit it. Just my next turn, I can just keep dealing.
Like that.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it would be. Yeah.
Yeah. Except it'll be pink though, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it is pink. Just think
Thank
pink.
you.
Think pink.
Thank
I
you.
can't make it pink right now, but think pink.
But we all think it is though. That's the
yeah.
The thing about witch bolt is if it goes outside the range, it breaks it. Like so, if it like moves, that's the only. Because I
Yeah.
always hesitate to take that spell because I always think like, yeah, that'd be cool, and then
Yeah, and I'm hoping because this
Yes.
room is so freaking small, like he physically, as long as he like stays in this room,
yeah,
like
he
there's
ain't going.
nowhere he can
Yeah,
break
he's
it.
not getting away from it. Yeah, he's not. Getting
It's
away.
like it's not a good spell to use if you're like if you have a whole bunch of
Yeah,
room
if it's
to
a big
like
open
move.
ass thing, yeah, because they can just run away from you. Then nobody.
Yeah. So just know that all these effects and all this, they only start you off with a little bit. So I'm just gonna have to build them up as I go. So
Hmm.
if you have certain things that I need to find, just send me messages when you can, like out of session. Hey, I need this, and can you put it in your inventory, type of thing for next time. So I gotta build up my catalog. All right. Last but not least, Fallon.
So, okay, he's gonna go.
Almost like he froze in the deer in the headlights. He just seen that troll and he's like, huh? And then he went last.
So this is what. Okay, so this is what I do. Right, I go. I circle to here, right, and like over here, you fucking troll, and like they invokes his necrotic shroud, and his wings unfurl, and the black just the light gets sucked into the face of his helmet, and he needs to make a charisma saving throw of 14, I think. Yeah, 14.
3.
Okay. He is frightened of me into the end of his next turn, or the end of my next turn, I think. But
Oh,
then, and then, so then I have, I'm gonna go booming blade attack here, and I should have advantage here, and great weapon master. I'm using that too.
All right.
I mean, I was just for real, yeah.
Yeah,
A
that's
1
gonna
and a
miss.
2.
Yeah.
So hold on. So that would make it what a 7. A 7. I'm gonna use Goddess Strike. 17. 17 hit.
Yes, it does.
All right. Okay, so then this. All right, and the 15, 25, and then this is gonna be thunder damage. Oh, all right, cool.
Just getting
So,
blood, dude.
so, and then I'm going to hit him with a second level smite here.
All right.
So 3 more d8s of radiant damage.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, that's not too bad. 17. All right, hold on. Let me total this up for you real quick.
I got it.
Okay, and then you're going to also add three more points of necrotic from my necrotic shroud.
Damn.
Yeah. And then
So-
he's gonna use the rest of his movement to circle back around
Again?
to there. All right. Fallon is done.
All right. He is looking very badly. June Tao, you're up.
Juntao whips around the corner. Wait, no, it doesn't because it's too far away. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 30 right there, right?
Yeah. Let me get your little thingy back.
Yeah, give me the fireball. Can I see
you
the troll?
A little bit. You're
All
fine.
right, he's under cover. I'm firing 2 Eldritch Blasts and I'm sending my ball in.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Blam!
All right, Lance Armstrong.
All right. So what did you get? +2 for being under half cover or something?
Yeah, +2 to his AC. So what is it to hit?
I don't know. You know
No,
that.
he's asking
I
what you
said, yeah,
rolled.
what do you go?
Oh, I got like a 29 and a. Oh wait, shoot! I can roll on Juntao. I'm sorry.
I rolled like a million to hit.
Yeah.
What do you got?
There's a 37.
Those numbers
hit.
aren't even possible.
Yeah, especially not this low.
Let me ask you this: Is it over 17?
I got 27 and yeah.
Jesus. All right.
And okay, so I hit twice. Bang. 8 plus 10, 18 points of damage plus my 2d6 for my ball. Ball. Come on now.
Is that automatic damage, or does he have to make a save for that?
Oh, dexterity saving throw. Sorry, yeah, thank you. Save for half. 7
Before
points.
that,
Oh, sorry.
does you need to make the save for all those first damages?
No, just the last 7 points.
All right. So after the first 8, you dropped it, and
All right.
it is dead.
They were tougher than that.
I parked my flaming sphere on it to melt its bones down.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it had a lot of hit points at 84 hit points, but
I just want to make sure it doesn't regenerate.
yeah, it doesn't get his turn because he's dead.
Right.
Well, he took fire damage, so he wouldn't have regenerated anyways. And then
Yeah.
this radiant doesn't affect that, right? It's just what fire and poison, right? Or fire and
Fire
acid.
and acid. If the troll takes acid or fire, this trait doesn't function, which is a regeneration on its turn. All right.
This for those of you who harvest things. Trolls are known to have valuable fluids.
Make that sound creepier.
That's right.
I dare you.
I was trying to figure out.
If you milk the fluid out of him, you'll be in a happy place.
Channeling Scott. So you can there are 3 items of interest. You can troll skin strips, troll blood, or troll heart.
Oh, blood, huh?
I mean, it's
still-
not my thing. I know
Not me
I'm
either. Yeah, I'm
really-
just like yucky.
Yeah.
I don't think
I-
Esmeralda wouldn't be into that either. I don't think.
Okay.
I
I-
want things.
I was gonna say I would think it would be Beatrix is the one that would be kind of interested in. all
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna try
I'm
to.
trying to find how many vials I have left.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I've got.
And so I guess it would be a medicine check with a a certain DC to see if you are able to accumulate those things.
I'm like, do you need another vial?
Yeah, always.
So I pop the cork on the holy water and I splash it on on Chun Tao to see what happens.
Roll to hit.
Amazing.
Oh no. Roll to hit.
Wouldn't it be like a deck save?
Dodge the drop.
Yeah, I guess that'd be fair. Dex
Or
save.
it could be an improvised weapon
Yeah, I
attack.
guess, yeah.
Oh,
Your choice. I don't care.
or how well let's do this. We'll do
Rollies.
like
Or you can
contested-
just
we'll
stand
do a
next to 'em.
contested grapple check. How about that? And then it would be like if I was holding him and trying to like.
Or if you're just walking past them, like, and just like.
I mean, that's what I was gonna do. That was my plan,
Yeah.
really. to be
And
honest.
just let it drip on them. Yeah, I mean, just.
I get a chance to notice him. You can't just walk into a club and punch a guy in the face and him just
Oh,
stand there, you know. If he
So
doesn't know
give
it's
me.
coming, you know.
Yeah,
Do this.
They're called
do
sucker
like
punches. I mean,
do like June
But
Tao's
sometimes they don't go off. What? Do what?
like Fallon's dex check versus June Tao's either perception or
Well,
you know,
no,
to-
that's
to move
not.
out the way to see it's coming and move.
Go ahead, Fallon, with advantage.
We'll go ahead with what?
Just roll attack.
Well, I'll
With
run
advantage.
I'll roll an unarmed strike. How about
Okay.
that?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. All right.
You're not gonna hit me.
It won't let me-
Trying to see if the vial is going to get over there to Beatrix or not.
Just cutting away. Like, I'll get a while when it comes.
19.
That hits.
Nice.
So you see, like, as the water splashes on him, he like covers his eyes and he's like, "Oh, my eyes! Ah, my eyes, they burn." But that's it. Oh, he comes up, his eyes are all red like their vampire eyes.
And I give the empty vial to Beatrix.
Right.
Fallon, what was that for?
Oh, I didn't see you there.
That was unnecessary. You saw me there, Fallon.
I didn't see you. You're dark. You're dark and hooded and so.
White. What are you talking about? I'm white. Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me.
Are you trying to get all 3 of those things, Beatrix?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
give
Question mark.
Give
And
me,
can,
I'm gonna
can,
give her
like,
guidance. I'll give her guidance. too.
and can like Anda just be like behind me, like with her cloak, like cut there, right
mean-
there to like help.
I was gonna try to get some blood if it made a difference, but
Perfect.
Okay.
Then Gurk can
so-
help, or I can help Gurk. Whichever.
Okay.
I also would like to scalp him if I can.
Scalp them. Okay, so that will kind of go with the skin strip, troll skin strips. All right, so if everybody's helping everybody, so let me get Tabitha's medicine check with advantage to get some the scalp.
I do.
All right, you scalp the troll. So it is green scalp, black hair, warts. You probably busted up some pustules and some mold on the scalp. but it does have some healing properties. Samples of the flesh can be sold to healers, so it all depends on what you're doing with it. So it does expire in 2 days, so you may have to preserve it or do whatever. It does have a
stuffing it into that tankard.
oh, nice. All right. All right.
Throw some salt on that. I'll preserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Here, have a drink. All
Anybody
right,
know gentle repose.
Oh.
all right, Girk, medicine check, please, with
Alright.
advantage for the blood. Or are you doing the blood?
Yes.
Okay.
17.
All right. You got it. So you would know that they have regenerative properties. Trolls blood clots, scabs, heals surrounding tissue extremely quickly. So it's a common ingredient in a lot of healing potions. This blood will expire in 7 days, but each vial. How many vials did you have? Well, you can get a total of 5 out of it, but
I mean, I only had 1 vial on me, but
Well,
right.
if Beatrix, so are you going for the heart then?
I was also going to steal some blood as
Oh,
well.
okay. Well then, all right. Then I would give you my vial.
But I have 5 vials plus that
Oh, you
vial you
do?
gave me.
Oh, well
So
then-
Have a tin cup.
if you'd like some more, you can do so.
So y'all can split the vials up as
Mhm.
you please. Each one's would be worth 25 gold, and you can sell them to whoever to make potions of healing, unless you have the ability to do it yourself. Anybody going for the heart?
Me.
All right.
I'll give guidance.
Thank you.
All right. Roll with advantage.
All right.
Thank you.
Looks good.
24.
All right. After a lot of hacking away, you're able to get that troll heart out. It's a large mass of red flesh that pumps that regenerative blood through its body. It's used in arcane healing rituals and enchantments. It is worth, if you sell it, 80 gold. It's pretty heavy. It's 8 pounds. It does expire in 2 days. So y'all will have to decide what are y'all doing with these things that expire.
Anda's got a teleportation helmet that will
Yeah,
get
because
us to where we need to go.
Okay.
get to the sh-
okay.
I was thinking.
So maybe deal with that next week if y'all gonna go dump this stuff and come back right away.
we maybe have a
type of thing.
possible crossover episode as well coming up here.
What?
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
so can we say, because I had 5 vials plus the holy water vial made 6 and Girk had 1. Did we want 7 full vials? Can we,
Well,
between all of us
You could,
helping, can we get 7 or can we only get 5 of those?
you can only harvest 5 from the body.
And we did take, you guys want to take all.
Like, Junta, I need that holy water back. Can you bring out your
Bring out
cape?
his hair.
No problem.
I mean, how about I take
Why don't you try to
2?
take my holy water?
I take 2 and you can take 3?
That'll work.
Okay.
And I've got the heart, and Tabitha's got the skin.
I was gonna say I wasted my holy water, but I didn't.
No, you didn't. That was fun.
Okay,
All
cool,
right.
cool.
Here.
And so would anybody like to check its pockets for some coin?
Mm.
Of course.
What is this area? Is this like a nest area or?
Yeah, that was his little bed.
Mm.
We got some coin and a couple of trinkets. Who's up for it?
I'll go coining.
All right. D100.
Ooh.
Fallon's not interested in these false idols. Get out of here. Come on, Esmeralda. There's nothing to see here.
Uh, 47.
47, 66. So you got a bunch of you got 6 6-sided dice.
Hey,
Do I have what?
6 6-sided dice.
Yeah, I got 600 dice.
The rare 6-sided.
Oh, 6 6-sided dice.
You got a bunch.
add to the collection.
What are we doing?
Rolling.
How many?
6.
He wants you to
6.
describe what the dice look like.
6. Roll 6 6-sided dice, please.
Oh, okay.
I
Make
thought
them
the,
tumble as they
I,
as they
thought you
fall.
I thought the troll had 6 d6. Like, what is he shooting craps or something?
Yeah.
These
19.
bones.
I thought the same thing. I was like, it's an odd thing
We
for
got a
him to have.
D&D session coming up. or
Really?
something?
What's that,
21.
19?
21.
All right. 210 silver.
Mm.
And then roll me 2 6-sided dice, please.
4.
40 gold.
The troll is just a DM himself. He's just down there setting up a game.
It's like,
All right. And he does have 2 trinkets on him if somebody would like to roll a d20 or 2 people. Let's do this. How about would y'all like Esmeralda to find a trinket?
Sure.
Sure.
yes.
Let's give her
Okay.
a trinket.
Want me to roll a D20?
Yeah.
Well,
Where's Fang when you need him? He would have took him for his rusty speculum if he found it.
It would have been great.
I'm like, as a player, I want to search him, but my character wouldn't do that.
5.
A crude stone medallion of a clawed hand. Which
Can
is,
somebody remember to like? Because I'm not going to be able to actually put that in there.
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Oh, okay.
That way it's in there.
Okay.
I can do it after. And make sure I got this on the right one.
What did I get for the 4 I rolled? I'm sorry. And I have
40 gold.
40 gold.
40 gold. Okay.
All right.
One more trinket. Who wants it? Who wants it? Going once, going twice.
I'll roll.
Go for it.
Was it 20?
Yeah, D20, please.
15.
Ding. You find a child's doll made of stitched cloth, painted green. He had a little wubby.
Oh,
And it smells like shit. Hey, Otis, catch.
They give your squirrel a toy.
And that's all this knucklehead had. Y'all want to freeze frame right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'll
okay.
work.
And so with that URL, you guys can look at that anytime you want. And you can also move pieces around. So if I find y'all in another spot, somebody's been doing some shady shit, or I can just, anyway, y'all can look at it and, not metagame, but like tactically plan for next week if you wanted to.
plans.
But
You said plan. That's funny.
yeah. So anyway, hope y'all had fun tonight.
Yeah.
It'll take a couple of times, of course, to go through this second version of Owlbear, and I think they're going to do some more tweaks in the next couple weeks. So hopefully it'll just get cooler and cooler and easier and easier.
Yep.
And everybody should be good for next Wednesday?
Yeah,
Wednesday?
Wednesday,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, as far as
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
Next
and then
Friday, I'm
Friday.